Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing wonderful. My name is Chrissy, and I will be showing you how to do that art journal page. Okay, here we go. So I took the Glitch 2 stamp set, some embossing ink, stamped it onto the Glitch, the stamps, pressed it down on the Tim Holtz platform, and I put some black embossing powder on and heat set it. This is an art journal page where I do a lot of firsts. I've never done the black embossing powder first in any art journal page. And I wanted to do a very flat, as flat as I could, art journal page. And I think I actually did pretty good in this one. All right, there is the finished look of it, and I absolutely love it. It is not straight on the left side, but hey, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's what I was trying not to do. I wasn't trying to be perfect on this one. I wanted this one to be messy, and I think I achieved that. I put the paper towels on the side, on both the sides, because I didn't want the color to splatter all over on the sides at all. I just wasn't really going for that. And then I took the Twisted Citron and Peacock Feathers spray stain and sprayed it just randomly. The middle, I know I wanted that to be lime green, and I know on the edges I wanted it to be a little more peacocky feathery. I took some water and I sprayed it on the sides to make the colors flow off to the side for a messy look. And I love the part of the coloring. That is my favorite part, because seeing the colors move together and blend all around is just really relaxing for me. I have a challenge for you, though. And it should be a fun challenge for you. The reason why I picked out Twisted Citron and Peacock Feathers is because those are two colors that I don't ever use at all. Like, I have the smaller bottle, but that bottle is absolutely full. And so is my Peacock Feathers. And I wanted to play around. I wanted to try something new and different. So there's another new thing that I've done in this art journal project. So get out those colors, bust out your art journal page, art journal, whatever one that you want to use, and get to creating, because I think that you are going to have so much fun when you try something different and challenging for yourself. And you're going to learn a lot, because I know I learned a lot with this art journal page. I learned that it's not all about perfection, and I learned that I need to let go of that fear of perfection and just to have fun. That was my main goal, just to have fun, and that's what I did. I was having a lot of fun with this one, and it was very relaxing for me. And I really hope that's your goal too. So here I go. I am just dabbing out some of the colors, the excess color, and trying to blend it around just a little bit more. And here's the finished, I think that's the finished look. Yeah, there's the finished look. Sorry. So I also grabbed the Specimen Remnant rubs, because I've seen a bunch of other people use these. No, it was the Secret Notes. There we go. Sorry. I took the Secret Notes stamp and I just kind of stamped all randomly. I kept everything in the middle because that was my focus for everything. I wanted it to be kind of like a collage. And I like the texture. That's my favorite stamp, mini stamp by finnabair. What I first did was put the stamp, or stamped it on the ink pad, and then stamped it on a paper towel, and then stamped it onto the journal page. Because I didn't want a very bold look. I wanted the stamp to be a little more faded. Now you see me using the Specimen Remnant rubs, and this is also another thing that I've never used before, and I thought it was a perfect time to use them because they've just been sitting on my art area for, I think it was like 3 or 4 months, and I've never had an idea with them, and finally with this journal page I had the light bulb go on. These remnant rubs are actually really, really hard to use. I was having a lot of difficulty with them. And that one right there, Toxique, that one is my favorite. I love that one. I want a lot of those Toxique little rub-ons right there. I was trying to rub the rub-ons with the whole thing on top, as you can see, but I was having problems with things just sticking out or sticking onto the journal page that I didn't want on there. As you can see, the little U by the Toxique, or the O, I didn't want that there, but things happen like that. I wasn't really too nitpicky about that. So I ended up going with the scissors and cutting them out, just the ones that I want. That was a little difficult, but I managed to do it. And then I put them just randomly wherever I thought was fit, in whatever spaces or places felt that I needed more to. I really hope I explained that right. I'm not really good at explaining things. I do apologize. And yeah, I am actually really struggling right there. I think I spent about 2 to 3 minutes on each rub trying to get it on the page. And I didn't realize how people would have problems with that, but yeah. Well, anywho, I'm rambling. I also took the Tim Holtz label tape and I just set them towards the middle, and I did 5 because I like that number for some reason. It's a favorite number of mine, 5 and 7. And I didn't glue them down because I wasn't thinking about glue. I figured they would just stay down, but at the end I ended up gluing them down anyway. And I just kind of stuck them down, and I was happy with it. Now, the oxides. I just splattered the oxides all over the place. There wasn't really no rhyme or reason to it. I just splattered them all over. It's a Twisted Citron and Peacock Feathers oxide. And I took some black soot. Yeah, black soot. And I just sprinkled that all around, and some white acrylic paint, because I like the picket fence spray stain, but it doesn't dry up, and it kind of soaks up in the color, so it's the white tends to turn into either a light green or a light blue green color, and I just wanted to go for stark white. I will have all the products listed below in the description box. The white acrylic paint I think it's an ink. I'm not sure. It doesn't say if it's the little tiny jar doesn't say if it's an ink or an acrylic because it's in a different language, but I will look it up and you can find that below. I really highly suggest that product because it works wonders for white splatters, and it dries pretty quickly. Excuse me. I took the Entomology fly stamp. You will see here in just a moment. And I ended up painting it on. Yeah, there you go. There's the fly. I never used the stamp either, so again, why not? When I first started out in my art a year and a half ago, I started out as watercolor, and I did a lot of blending practicing, so I have a little bit of experience with that. And I just took the Twisted Citron, put it in the middle, and blended it out to the tips, and so the tips blended out so the tips are white, so it can do a fading effect. And then I put the Peacock Feathers in the middle, so it can so it can blend into the journal page. I hope I said that right. I tend to go off and on and on and on and on about random things. I don't explain things good when I have anxiety, and right now I've got anxiety about doing this. But I am going to put on some music here, and I will just let you watch, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video all the way through if you made it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.